Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're strapping in to tackle a pretty confusing topic for a lot of people.
Right.
The F1 TV streaming tiers. I mean, you see these massive price gaps between the different options, Access Pro, and now this new premium one. And our mission is to figure out what exactly justifies that
Yeah,
cost.
and this is more than just looking at the price. It's really an analysis of, the marketing claims versus the actual feature stack you get. We're trying to help you figure out what level of Formula One immersion you're actually paying for.
Okay, let's unpack this. We are comparing Access Pro and Premium. So the entry point is F1 TV Access. It's very budget-friendly, right? Around $27 for the year.
That's right. And for that price, a budget-conscious fan gets, well, a lot of content, just not live. You get access to decades of historical races, full replays, documentaries, all that good stuff.
But the weird part, the part I don't quite get, is that even though the video's delayed, you get live race timing data.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't that just spoil the race you're planning to watch later?
You would think so, but it's really for a specific kind of fan. The data obsessive, or maybe the person who can't watch live anyway. You can follow the story of the race as it unfolds through the numbers, leaderboards, driver maps, tire history, even real-time telemetry.
So you're watching the data, then watching the drama later.
Exactly.
All right, now for the biggest jump. We're going from $27 for Access to $85 a year for F1 TV Pro.
Big leap.
That's more than $60 difference. So what are those $60 really buying you? It can't just be removing the delay.
It's way more than that. That jump buys you the core value, comprehensive, immediate live coverage. And not just the Grand Prix. Pro gives you every single session live. Practice, qualifying, the sprint, the whole event.
But is that something most fans actually need? I mean, hours of practice coverage? Or are they really just paying for the race day feed and the special cameras?
They're paying for control. For immersion, Pro give you multiple live camera angles, the main broadcast, the pit lane, the driver tracker, but the real game changer is the onboard cameras.
All 20 drivers.
All 20 drivers. You can pick your favorite driver and just ride with them for the entire race if you want.
Okay, that's the key. And you also get the live team radio feeds and the telemetry.
Yep.
I can just see it now watching a driver's gear selection or their throttle input right before a huge corner. You're feeling the race with them.
That's it. Pro gives you that technical detail that the hardcore fan is really looking for.
Which brings us to the new frontier. This March 2025 launch of F1 TV Premium. We've defined the hardcore fan. Who is this even higher price tier for?
This is for the ultra-dedicated tech enthusiast, the person who wants a command center in their living room. It adds two main things on top of Pro. First, 4K Ultra HD and HDR video quality.
Much better resolution.
Right. And second, the multi-view feature.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Multi-view lets you build your own screen, right? Like with up to 6 different video feeds at once.
6 feeds. You can have the main broadcast, 3 onboard cameras, timing data, and the pit lane channel, all on one screen. Plus, you can stream on up to 6 devices.
That is the ultimate customization. But, and this is a big but, there's a huge caveat here.
A very crucial one. Device compatibility. At launch, Premium's best features are only on Chrome, iOS, Apple TV, and Roku.
So, wait. If you're an Android user, you can pay the premium price.
You can pay it, but you won't get the 4K and multi-view features. At least not right away.
Wow. Okay.
So if we connect this to the bigger picture, the service segments its audience almost perfectly. You have the history buff on Access, the live enthusiast on Pro, and then this command center builder on Premium.
So what does this all mean? The features clearly define who they're targeting, but it raises a really interesting question. For a service that's all about technology and speed, what's the commercial thinking behind launching a high-tier product like Premium that locks out a massive operating system like Android from its best features?
It's a fascinating tension, isn't it? If you're on an excluded device, your expensive subscription is basically a paid beta test. That disconnect between the cool new features and who can actually access them, that's going to test some customer loyalty for sure.
So before you commit to that annual plan, you really have to think about how often you actually want 6 simultaneous feeds, or if the standard Live Pro experience is already everything you need. This is educational commentary and not medical advice.